Hello, friends. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Deborah's Money Journey. I'm so happy that you're all here with me today. I'm going to be going over my November budget. This is an exciting time. Let me start over. This is an exciting time to be working on a budget because we're getting close to the holidays, that time of year when we're going to have some downtime, some fun with family and friends, and just making memories with our family. And this is the time of year that I enjoy so much. I love the holidays. Well, guys, if you're new here, I don't normally sound this way. I'm getting over a really bad cold that sort of affected my vocal cords because I ended up with a horrible sore throat. And I thought by now I would have at least a full voice back, but it's taking a little time. So just bear with me. Thank you for being here. If you're new, I hope that you consider subscribing and joining me on my journey. I would love to have you. And to all my returning friends, thank you everybody for reaching out, for your support, for your well wishes, your kind words. I really appreciate it. I missed everybody, and I'm so grateful to be here today. All right, guys, we're going to go over the November budget. I do have some tea with me because I may need to sip on that since I'm going to be doing a lot of talking. All right. So for the month of November, I am going to be budgeting $9,560 for payroll. For extra funds, I'm budgeting $414.11. I did receive $14.11 from a settlement that I received, and it went directly to PayPal. I don't remember the company. I think it may have been from the Weed Killer settlement, but I'm not sure. And then side hustle nothing and rollover $780. So my total income is $10,754.11. That is what I'm expected to spend for the month of November. And to be honest with you, my spending is going to be less than this, but this is at least what I'm budgeting in terms of income for the month. All right, guys, let's get to the budget. So fixed expenses. So I do pay tithes, I pay offerings, and I do pay donations. I do all of those things, but I just don't share those items. Those are personal to me, and I keep it that way. All right, so for my living expenses, for my rent, I do rent an apartment, and my rent is $2,885. I have been living in this apartment for 1 year, guys. So November is my 1 year anniversary, which is crazy. I cannot believe that I have been here a year. It went really fast. There's been a lot of pros and cons to moving into an apartment. One of the things that I know for sure is just I talked about laundry. The laundry is something that I am not used to having to worry about. Another con is living where you're on a bottom floor and somebody's above you, and it feels like they're purposely walking on your head, making these horrible noises. And I know that that's probably not the case, but it just seems like it. So that's not something I'm going to get used to. So I don't know. That's kind of the downside. But the upside was I didn't have to worry about paying for any like repairs or maintenance. All of those things were covered by the the owners of the property. So I'm actually glad about that part. But I sometimes feel like what's better, living in a unit where you're renting it, you don't know who's coming, who's going, who's going to be your new neighbors, because I did have some neighbor changes throughout the year. And I have decided, guys, that I am going to be leaving the rental market. I'm not going to rent anymore. And I'm in the process of purchasing a new home. So that is what I've been working on for the past couple of months. And I will share a budget with more information and details about that at another time in another video. But it's very exciting. I'm very excited for the next chapter. And I'm looking forward to giving you more information in the future. All right, my electric bill was only $35.25. I did get a climate credit of $56. That did help bring this, but I think it's only once a year. So next month. And I'm not sure how the bills are going to go, but I think I'm still going to have bills next month. And so as we transition to a new home, there's always going to be bills that you have to close that month out with. So my expenses are going to be pretty steep over the next couple of months. Water and power, $150. My fridge, budgeting 45, and that's a fridge rental. And so this expense will be going away because I don't need to rent a fridge anymore. And I will purchase one. Okay, car insurance, 158.74. My internet is 71.25. That might change when I move. I'm not sure, but we'll see about that. And life insurance, $69. And then my cell phone's $148. So for my fixed expenses, I'm planning to spend $3,562.24. All right, so let's move to subscriptions. SiriusXM, $7.99. Last month I had to pay about $25, so I called them and they brought my price back down to $7.99. But of course, it starts the 1st of November, so that's what I'll be billed. My Google memberships are $24.97, DoorDash $9.99, Microsoft $9.99, and then Apple Storage. So my total subscriptions are $62.93. Okay, let's go to variable expenses. So for groceries, I'm budgeting $6. Now last month I budgeted $700, and I actually had a little money left over in my wallet, which was wonderful. But I'm gonna bring it down to $6 because I think extra money that I'm setting aside can go towards some of the more hefty expenses for the month, like Thanksgiving, because we usually share our meal with my family, and everybody brings a certain number of dishes to the dinner. So I usually take care of desserts, and I might even do one of the meats. I'm not sure, but we just all buy certain things and then pitch in and share our meal that way. And this will be the first Thanksgiving without my dad. My dad passed away in June, so it will be bittersweet because, now both of my parents are gone, and I definitely miss both of them. All right, pet food, I'm on a budget $60. Gas is $3.75. I mean, I spend a lot of money because I drive distances. I sit in a lot of traffic. So $3.75 is going to stay for now. All right, personal, I'm gonna budget $150 for myself. Car wash, $40. Laundry, I'm gonna budget $30. And then for laundry, because this will be the last month I'm doing laundry, and I will have to purchase a laundry, a washing machine and a dryer. So that's going to be another expense for next month. Household supplies, budgeting $50 for that. Eating out, $400. And that eating out 400 is very flexible. It can go towards, if my grocery budget is under and I need more money, I can pull the money from there. But I really think I'll do okay with 4. I probably won't even need that full amount, but I'll keep it that way for the month so that I can use it for other, categories if I need it. Medical is $55. I do have a physical scheduled, so I'll do that for the month of November. Birthday, I have a few family members that have birthdays, but I will plan to give at least one of them some cash for their birthday. And then I'm going to make payment on my cruise, $200. And my water service is about $52, and that's monthly. I just have bottled water, those $5 gallon jugs. I have those delivered once a month. And then I have my unbudgeted here. Probably the majority will go to Thanksgiving, but we'll see. And that'll go for anything else that I don't have a budget for. So my total variable is $2,462. All right, let's go on to debt. My Discover card, I'm gonna budget $250. Sam's Club, $500. And then my Wells Fargo card, $250. The $1,000 I did have, so $1,000 for my debt. Last month I had my Ally credit card on here, but I paid that off. So that card is down to zero. I just have these three. And so now I'm going to work on Wells Fargo, get that one paid off, and then I'll work between the other two, Discover or Sam's. But that's my plan. And this is really all the debt I have, guys. But I am getting ready to embark on a huge purchase. So my debt is going to skyrocket. But it's the kind of debt I'm okay with. And I feel good about it. All right, investments. Okay, Vanguard, I'm gonna budget 100, SoFi 100, Fidelity 150, and then M1 Finance 150. My SoFi IRA, I'm gonna budget 50, and my Roth. So I'm gonna send $850 to my investment accounts. I'm hoping it's gonna be more than $850, but that's just what I'm going to be setting aside out of my paychecks to go for those different accounts. Okay, my savings accounts, I want to make sure I send $400 to savings for the month and $250 towards my emergency fund. My emergency fund is doing very good. I am it's so close to being at 3 months saved of living expenses, which is incredible. And I still have a couple of more months of this year that I'm saving on this goal. So I know for sure that I will hit that goal and I will be at that 3-month mark. I'm very excited. So $650 going towards savings. And then my sinking funds, I am budgeting $500 to go to my challenges. And I just take the cash and I divide it amongst all of my binders and the different challenges, like my minis that I'm working on. And that's where I get the money. I budget it so that I can use it for those different savings challenges, binders, games, you name it. I love it. I wish it was 5,000 that I could really make a big dent in there, but nonetheless, it's great. And then my sinking funds include my online sinking funds and my cash sinking funds. So I'm going to budget $800 for that. So my total sinking funds that I'm planning to spend is $1,300. All right, I'm taking a sip of my tea. I'm drinking some lemon tea. Okay, guys, so my total budget for the month of November, I'm planning to spend $9,887.17. Not bad because I budgeted, what was it, 10,000? Yeah, 10,700. So I'm looking at about $900 of wiggle room. If I stay with this budget, I'll still be okay. And because I am embarking on this large purchase, and I know that I'm going to have a lot of expenses coming my way over the course of the next couple of months, I'm okay having some wiggle room, having some extra funds in my back pocket. But this is exciting, guys. I really can't wait to share more information about my budget and my plans. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope your November's going well and that you're planning something big for this month, paying off a debt, getting ready to plan your 2026 goals, and doing something to that effect. I want to thank you all for joining me. Thank you for watching my video and supporting me. I appreciate all of you for being here. Thank you for listening, even though my voice is not the best. I appreciate you all. I will talk to you all soon in my next video. Take care. Bye.